crash unexpected during the live stream. So here we go. Now we're
We must remain unseen.
Revelio. Mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Oh, I see why.
Confringo!
oh, didn't mean to do that. I also thought I could make the jump.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Pff. You had to say it.
I'll find you.
Loyalists are in here.
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Oops.
Confringo! Revelio.
That ledge is awfully high.
Confringo!
I don't know, maybe it's a glitch or why Accio goes to automatically with that. Never know. So here we go.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs,
Confringo!
or soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
And there are also people who do like those 8 little freaks. I actually had a friend back.
Difficult to conjure stairs.
I actually had a friend back in the day, in elementary school, that he actually was being chased by a bee that he could have easily been killed by. But you know, as he was running, he ran into the right direction, and you know, the bee unfortunately got tangled within a spider's web. So ironically, it thinks that spider's web being there at the right time, place. You know, that kind of saved his life. Again, I'm rarely using Reparo in this game. Maybe some of the challenges I haven't done yet, or maybe just like, oh, it's not that used that often. But honestly, I feel a little better for that. It kind of needs to be used, idolized a little bit. Give me Flipendo.
Confringo! Revelio.
Go.
Confringo!
In the previous live stream, yeah, Medbig won. Ah, they're only getting bigger. Great. Okay, how much do I have for my gear? Oh, I got plenty. That just locked out for some odd reason. Level 32? But this is even better than level 32. Don't worry, you can always put it back on later. Yeah, you can actually do that again. You can actually swap out the upgrades you want for something else. If you want ancient. Looks about the same.
Revelio.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Incendio. Revelio.
Oh, okay. Are you serious again? Okay, well, let's...
Lumos.
Lumos.
Incendio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Revelio. Lumos.
Let's get out of here then.
Lumos.
Never liked these things in a movie. Don't like them in the game either. In fact, like, they only show up one time to the movie. That's the first movie near the end. They're pretty cool though. Terrifying as a kid.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Big nope. Oh, Devik is at the light on.
Revelio.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. Over here! Let's get it. Hit it.
Certainly cleared the room.
Don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. We Slytherins are teeming with it.
And we're much more fun to fight with.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
Yeah, that is true. The Slytherin.
Have a look around in peace.
Stop, hold on. Stop, give me.
Guardian Leviosa.
I see.
Confringo. Revelio.
Oh, still?
A rune symbol.
Oh, there.
Above the cabin door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Wasn't expecting that.
The world floated back to me as if in a watery haze. How long I've been unconscious. I remember his eyes, empty for sound, yes, but also I recall feeling a sense of, I can't pronounce that word, as I watched the pain. Oh, it's her, isn't it? But then everything started to turn when I fell. When I fell, I must have, it meant neither to feel nor see a mark. The pain is throbbing. Can only hope that it's not the Black Death. At least his pain. At least he's no longer.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Unfortunately, it will.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
I mean, look at that. We got skulls.
Assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of...
Hopefully there's a crash. It didn't crash.
Now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble.
What is that? Where's that?
I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Morinweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins.
Not all goblins. Forgotten, Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
Shit. Okay, hold on. I want to try something different. Just a little different. Settings? Exploring? Did we go exploring? Please don't tell me I have to do the boss again. Please don't tell me I have to do the battles. Please don't tell me I have to do the battle. Okay, no. Check on Sebastian. We are going to skip a lot of this dialogue. Thank you.
This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit.
I wonder if things change.
Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not...
I do, but not all goblins.
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten, Feldcroft?
Okay, so
have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone's...
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying.
Dialogue remains the same. Alright,
unbelievable.
Oh, wait, I'm actually stuck here for a bit?
Revelio.
Wait, is that a map? Oh, what we got? Ah, man, alright, that's fine, that's okay, that's alright. Bring someone who knows room requirement. I'm gonna see what I have here, then we'll
You
start
should
selling
be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Deke should learn a few new lines, actually. Like, please, Deke, I beg you. Please learn some more lines, buddy. Okay, let's put some gear. What else we have over here? Again, I'm just gonna keep on equipping all this stuff because this stuff is even better. Legendary cape. Ooh! Let's equip the legendary cape for now. Alright, let's see what we got here. Cape. Increased damage taken from spiders. Now, I don't want that trait. I want to view a different trait. And then there's some stuff that we can't quite do quite yet. Let's see if we can go for a few upgrades. And this is kind of why you have your pets available to you trying to get some of this stuff. But luckily for us, we can easily go into our little store, our little... Because not like most of the time I've been putting out the bird feeders, and oh yeah, that's right. I can see if the pet's ready. Shit, why'd I do that? Do we have a new one? Did we have a new one? Oh, yes we do. We got a baby. We have an offspring now. Feather. Look at that. So basically getting the feathers are pretty easy to get, honestly. Drop a feather, drop a feather. Look at the little guy. Look at the little guy. Okay, I don't want to get the unicorn, but okay, get the unicorn as well. Actually, I am going to try the other area that I have for the pets. Okay, whoa, which way am I going? There I am. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Swamp. The swamp. It's really species, eh?
There, there. I'm not going to hurt you.
It's all in the guidebook. In the chat, I've received an offer from Sebastian telling me. Before I do that, I'm going to sell off a few of these creatures. Let's go to Hogsmeade. Wait, hold on. Actually, you know what? Let's do this one first. I'm just gonna go over here first. I'm gonna do Poppy because Poppy's the closest. And I like Poppy. She's pretty cool. Well, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. I'll be with you soon, Poppy.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Alright, Poppy, what you got?
Why, hello again! Come and listen. I've acquired what muggles call a loot. Marvelous, isn't it?
Alright, Poppy, what you got?
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howin for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with...
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Yeah, how do you
track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Okay, makes sense.
Well done. You certainly know what you were doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg.
Ooh, we're leaving the starting area.
I do think this is where we'll find her.
Now,
the terrain's typical
now,
of
if
where
you played the
breed
Game Boy
would
Advance
nest.
game at the very
I
first
suspect
movie,
it's how the poachers found her to begin
it kind of
with.
operated
They likely
similar to
camped
this
here
in some
and
ways.
looked her patterns. Perhaps
It was
nabbed her
impressive at the time to
first
see what it
and
looked like
then
on
her
the Game
egg.
Boy Advance.
Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it.
No. It belongs to her. Keeping it...
Alright.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the...
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Well then.
Alright, let's go. Okay, so... Oh my god,
Oh,
my
and
mom's
one more
playing music.
thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
Okay, so... Just play music, so let's sit on the piano. I'm hoping that's okay with the YouTube algorithm. She used the trick.
There she is,
all.
above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Okay, as I was saying about the Game Boy Advance game, there was times in the Game Boy Advance game where you could leave Hogwarts on a quest and go, like, it was back to Diagon Alley, or Diagon Alley. I remember being stuck there because I didn't know what the level was or the requirements. Again, we're looking back in the time where we had the internet, but it's not as powerful or reliable back to us. You were using old Discord servers just to figure out what the heck you were doing, or get to a guide at the time. But I remember just being stuck in this one area. I just did not like it because, despite me being, I was at a relatively good level, and my class for Gryffindor we were doing well for everything. But oh my goodness, just not good.
The whole thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
Because this boss I was trying to beat for the quest, it just was not very good. I think, was it like 5 or 6 rounds later, returns, I would just be dead. I'm like, oh, come on, or like, I would get so close. It's like, no, I would
She doesn't seem to have
destroyed.
spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way, at least until we've done what we came to do.
Yeah, go away. Go away. Go away. Go
I
away.
wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
Why are you spinning? I thought you were joining us in Borneo. I know you were that hooks with the ring, but the true Galians are in Arco. I can't pronounce that.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other.
Again, the moment I say I'm not using Reparo, the game needs me to use Reparo.
Fantastic. She's breathtaking.
From the distance.
Haha.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
What?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us.
That's reassuring, Poppy.
Watch your step.
Pity. She must have been starved.
Revelio. Or just raring for a fight.
I'm with the second option. Could be part of the, could be the first option too.
Quiet. What was that?
There she is. What? Bring out the egg! Bring out the egg! Bring out the egg! What are you doing, Poppy? Stop being sticky and all.
Well, there's no turning back.
Wait.
Whenever you're ready, I'll hold your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
Go, 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 go! Oh. Go, 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 go!
Revelio.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know. Keep.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose you'd listen to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that.
Ah!
Get to that opening below her.
No! Ah, Poppy! Enough! Stop! Go! Oh my god, oh my god! Oh my god. Oh my god, she's on the fire! Stop talking, Poppy. You're becoming worse than Aloy right now.
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
Yeah, but you know she's gonna pop out of nowhere.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Repair her.
I hope the game does not crash on me. I'm not doing that again.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much...
Uh-oh, there she is. I knew it was gonna happen. Oh my god, oh my god. At least that was charming.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always
That's
says.
great.
The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal it.
True. True. So why...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need...
Oh, they were waiting.
How could I have been so blind?
We just gave them the egg. We practically just gave them the egg. Okay, here's the next quest. In the Shadow of Time.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
It's getting more cozy than Hogsmeade. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, world map. This time, Imperio. Fast travel.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
You're here. Good.
Thought you didn't want to talk to me.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I needed to tell you what I've learned. I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student...
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it. But I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I didn't, I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Student report. The catacombs assignment yielded more than I imagined. Learning about our answers was illuminating. However, I stumbled upon something else I could not ignore. An area behind the great room, which had surface decay and turned over sarcophagus. I discovered an oddly shaped relic. Immediately, I sensed its power. I'd be thrilled to study it further, if only the removal of the object were allowed.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about
crash.
this catacomb.
Please do not crash. Oh my goodness, it's not crashing.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success.
Yes,
Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Once again, more spiders, yay! Enemy riding this game is not very good. But that's okay. I'm not a good for enemy variety, I'm just gonna play a great story.
Now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the insect-free.
Spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Confringo!
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Guardium Leviosa.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Yeah, the enemy variety of this game could be way better, but I'm like, you know, not complaining too much right now at the moment. Okay, give me this one.
We've read the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight. Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
Yeah.
Revelio.
Okay, let's keep on going. Like I said, this game rewards you with some good exploration. Once you do get your stuff upgraded, that is.
Revelio.
Did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume the sounds come with the territory. Revelio.
I love the sadness now, the characters.
Guardian Leviosa. Here. Guardian Leviosa. There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Guardian Leviosa. Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we... Hold on to that diary entry.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin
so.
mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start...
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined.
Revelio.
Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or, in this case, no bone. We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Revelio.
Oh, freaking course.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. I need to find a safe way across. Lumos. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Guardian Leviosa. Reparo. Revelio.
What did I use last time? I think it was Wingardium.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Boom. These are the jokes, people.
Revelio.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can.
Why did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell on. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries.
Alright, here we go again.
Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. There we go. Something troubling ahead. God.
Revelio. Revelio.
Yeah, you know, that's fucking reassuring, right?
Bombada. Confringo. Imperio. Crucio.
Hello. Work, yeah.
Bombada.
Now we're done.
Confringo. Crucio.
Well, I don't think I did my counts yet. No, I did not. What's screwed? Dark arts.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it? Confringo. Revelio. Bombarda! Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time. Bombarda!
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I tried. This looks different than what we faced before.
Revelio.
Now we're also dealing with rune symbols. That worked. Keep going. We've rid the world of another star. I shall sleep better tonight.
Revelio.
Wait, hold on, I see. Okay, now one's over there.
Revelio.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Revelio. Never end. Incendio. Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Sebastian, the relic! Look!
Could it be?
Revelio. The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this,
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
The note advises to leave the relic.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. I'm taking it. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
Oh. We're effed. Look who's waiting. Look who's waiting. Oh, he is so mad.
Is that ominous?
Oh no. Don't tell me we have to duel him. It'll be sweet, but I don't want to do it.
The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realized.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
No,
You're not, Ominous.
You're not.
This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more.
It's a good thing I'm making my choices ahead of time. Like I knew
I
this was
hope I
gonna
don't
be
regret
bad.
this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
That was dangerous. I wish the enemy designs were a little bit more. Like I want more dark wizards. I hate the spiders. Ew. Just please be a little bit better. Keep going forward. Where's the other one? Don't go this way.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again.
Dang.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Shit.
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
I will.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperius curse saved Anne's life.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him?
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow?
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot...
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You, Sebastian, is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so... If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify... Why, Sebastian?
Well, it's the game's choice, so only the plot demands if I get in trouble. Hold on a second. Ow. Where's Poppy? Nope, hold on a second. Alright, let's get back.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. Revelio.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures.
Uh-oh.
One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much as...
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Okay, then. Alright, looks like we got advanced the main quest for a while. That's okay. Because now I'm ready to do the main quest. After I talk to him first.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Flu powder.
Why is it that whenever I hear from Hogwarts, it's to tell me my child has broken school rules again? I'd like to learn that you're receiving good grades, but no! What did I ever do to deserve this? You are ungrateful, ungraceful, and frankly, unacademic. I am ashamed.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft, nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh?
Oh boy.
That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send...
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions. A box of... She got to her favorite, a handmade crest. And when I was a second thought, she handed it to me. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can...
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle...
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we...
I shall wait to hear from you then.
I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Alright. So up to the main quest. So we are going ourselves up to the astrology. Dun, 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 dun. Dun. John Williams scores so badass. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Emmett. I'll do some of these other quests later. On my own time, on my own leisures. I thought I could do a headless courtyard or something. But I guess I'm mistaken nowadays. Unless they removed that quest line. If they didn't, then how am I missing it?
The sorting hat took ages. Couldn't find a strong enough trait is my guess. How awkward.
I accidentally dropped a flobberworm down my robes and potions once. You'd think I'd been hit with Tarantallegra the way I was prancing. Mortal.
Here we go.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first.
Alright. So meet him down there. Go back to the world map. It is a good thing I discovered these locations off screen. It makes the traveling much easier. Travel?
Off on another adventure, are we?
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives...
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help. Was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
All right.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
That's a good thing.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
So another 4 stealth section. Oh, great.
Revelio.
Let me see here. Probably get repair out. Probably. Gonna need this. And this. Let's go. Alright, let's see how long this one takes us.
The door is looking at us.
Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Don't guess. Doing good so far.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Gosh, we're only at the entrance.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this. Here, see, something else altogether.
We need to be careful. As I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right. deserve better than patrol duty. Watch your step round here. Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right. Watch your step round here.
We're being watched by a door.
What's going on, little moon calf? Kill yourself.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Clever.
We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Revelio.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Ready to fight? You will regret.
Prepare. Confringo.
If I'm translating this
Revelio.
correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Well, maybe we should head back upstairs. Could have find something. Oh, yes.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
So they are nothing over here. Alright, let's continue downwards. Is there anything? Doesn't look like anything.
People working for me.
Revelio.
dry as a grapple, you are.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Wait a moment. Let's get this over with. I won't rest until you're dead.
Revelio.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Bombarda! Incendio! Confringo! Revelio!
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not we need right now. Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio.
Lumos!
Goblins will finally rule over wizards.
there!
That should be the last of them, Amit.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Rebellion. Confringo.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
I'm pretty sure we might run into some more enemies, but that's just
There
me.
must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Alohomora. Velio.
I guess that's it for them.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Perfect.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had an...
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you.
Understood? Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade.
Deal.
Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site.
Ooh.
She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled.
It's Isadora.
And asked me to sit with her.
It's Isadora, isn't it?
She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Or Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Oh, Miriam.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
Oh no. Oh.
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gog, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Despite how dull the story can be at times, there are still some great performances. I mean, compare this to Forspoken. Yes, the dialogue for Forspoken is not at this level, or should we say the dialogue is just all over the place, where, along with the performance, with them doing the best they can with the guidance they're given, be like, hey, you're just told to act, or like, we want you to act out this scene in this way. Compare that to here, it's almost night and day.
I hope Professor
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can.
It just really kind of shows you, you know, what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with someone... I want to say what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the two dualities of the script. Yes, wants to be a power fantasy, yet it wants to take itself seriously, wouldn't it? It wants to take itself a little bit serious, a little bit cunning, and yet we can't quite get that with Forspoken, but the dialogue is all over the place. The story, while cliche, could work if they had better material to work with. Here, while I think the story can be dull at times, I think the writing helps out people, but also at the same time, there's strong performances as well. As much as both Forspoken and Hogwarts Legacy hits every single cliche in the book,
Special price on the broom upgrade for you.
which again, it does hit every single little cliche in the book. Here, it's far, far better. They're using all the good cliches, using stuff that you want to hear. Their performances that, like the Goblin that we just had, talk about this is my encounter. We get I never saw her that way and she never saw me this way. Works. It works so well, so very much well. Don't have enough. You can always come back here later to do that.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Yeah, I shall see you again soon. I think I'm going to call here for today. I know it's a little bit shorter than the rest, but I thought I'd get the side quests out of the way. I wanted live streams. I took a break from yesterday. I think tomorrow, early enough, I might live stream. So, but right now I got some things I need to take care of. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, my name, or even like Friday, I could always do on Friday, but then again, I got a long week ahead of me. But until then, whenever you do see a live stream, remember to hit that like button, subscribe for more, hit that, when you do subscribe, hit that bell icon to make sure you're notified for some videos. The bell icon already makes you notified for something, but hit it again, make sure you're notified for almost every single video, live stream, or whatever random chat I feel like doing. It's uploaded, because you never know when I'm going to live stream, or you never know when discussion ramp is going to come. And make sure if you're on the app, make sure you have your notification settings on, be notified for all future videos. Not just for me, but for all of my other wonderful friends and fellow YouTubers out there. Until then, guys, I shall see you next time. This game is almost done, and we are getting very, very close to the end. And I'm very excited for it. I'll see you guys next time.
I suppose he is rather dashing.